Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming here at Girls for STEM. We really do appreciate. And guys, we just want to make an apology. We took a little bit long because some issues, technical issues, as well as electricity issues. So we are here, guys, still to make sure the program can go on. So thank you so much, guys, for coming on this platform. My name is Kirsten Malama, and I'm here, guys, to encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We are here to showcase other role models that are pursuing STEM and also those that are trying to get into STEM, regardless of where they are exactly. So, guys, I just want to introduce my guest today. I'm so excited, guys. I have a guest we've all been waiting for. Her name is Suwilanji. But guys, before I go so much in details, before I start rambling, you know how I love rambling, I want to bring my guest so she can, speak for herself and just introduce herself. So guys, wait just a minute. I'm going to bring her up. But guys, I just want to make sure you can hear us. Before I bring my guest up, I would like to know if you guys can hear us and can confirm that you can hear us. If you can confirm that you can hear us, please, guys, let me know. Technical issues. Sometimes we do have technical issues. I just want to make sure I can hear you. You can hear me, and we can. Oh yeah. I think we can hear. You can hear us. I can see already there are people who saying, how are you? Hi, Vanna Mary. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Make sure you can invite other people. This event that we have today, it's not that intuitive that everybody is going to just click on it and come. It's by invite. So I really am depending on you guys to invite people, to send them the link that you joined in. I would like you guys, if you can invite other people to come in. Again, this is Kirsten here at Girls for STEM USA Inc. I'm so glad, guys, that you guys are here. And guys, I have an exciting, very exciting guest. This guest, guys, is a Zambian young lady who just is an aspirant for STEM. I don't want to preempt so many things about her, but we would like to speak to her and just listen more about her. And remember, we are on this platform to encourage young girls to pursue science and technology. We are here to showcase other role models that are pursuing STEM. What is STEM? STEM simply means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Guys, I hope you love my t-shirt. This is me actually on my t-shirt. My son, he made this. Let me stand a little bit so you can see. He made this t-shirt for me. He says, I hope you can read what my son wrote here. And he also put, it's so interesting. I love the t-shirt. I really, really do love it. So guys, thank you so much for coming. I really, really do appreciate it. So guys, before we dive into anything, before we talk about, we would like to bring in our guest. Her name is Suwilanji. I'm so excited, guys, to have Suwilanji on our team today. So I'm using my phone, guys, to make sure we can talk to her nicely and just enjoy. Guys, make sure you comment, like, just do your 9-yard, invite other people so we can rock and roll today. It will be very exciting, guys. So feel free to ask Suwilanji questions. Feel free to ask me questions. All the questions are going to appear on the screen, and we are going to see them on the screen, and we can respond to you. And guys, please let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me very, very clearly. Again, guys, welcome to Girls for STEM. This is Girls for STEM USA. This is where we encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We showcase other role models. We showcase all those students that are trying to pursue STEM. Why do we do that? We want to make sure we can encourage girls to pursue science and technology. Of course, there are so many people in science, in STEM. There are so many people going through this career. But guys, there are few women pursuing STEM. Very few women are pursuing STEM. And thank you so much, guys. So we're going to bring Sue. I'm already calling her Sue. So I've fallen in love with this girl, guys. She's so smart. And let's hear from her. Let's dive into it, guys. Let's bring her up. So, guys, Hi, so how are you guys? So where she
I'm
is, you
good.
know,
How are you?
fine, thank you. How are you? We have technical issues where she is, but we're going to still go on. This electricity issue is not going to stop us from talking to Sue. So Sue, could you please introduce yourself and also let let my followers know on Girls for STEM why we can't see you at this point in time, and of course we're going to see you the next time you come here. But please introduce yourself, Sue. What is your name, Sue, and what do you do? What grade are you? Could you please share with my viewers?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Suwilanji Mugode. Um, I'm from Zambia. I'm 17 years old and I just completed school last year. I took additional mathematics and pure sciences. Those were my options.
My God, my God. Guys, to preempt you first is Suwilanji got 7 points. Sue, do we call it 7 points or 8 points? What do you call it? 7 points?
I got 6 points, but
Six?
I took 8 subjects and got straight ones in all of them.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Guys, she got ones in all those subjects. This is so amazing. This is so encouraging to see a young kid who gets all ones in all her classes. So, guys, we want to dive into her life and find out how did she get the ones? What environment is she coming from? What kind of relationship does she have around her, and how did she get the 6 points? Why are we interviewing her, guys? Here on this platform we are here to encourage girls pursue science and technology, and I am so passionate about science and technology. STEM, it means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So we are with Sue. This is a Zambian young girl, guys, who got 6 points. I don't want to make a mistake. Six freaking points. So let's hear from her, guys. So, Sue, you just told us about yourself. Thank you so much for that introduction. So, we have
Yeah.
another question, Sue. How much do you agree with the statement that you see yourself as a STEM person? You see yourself as a person in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
I agree. I completely agree with that statement.
You
Yes, I do
agree?
because yes,
Because
because I've always wanted to pursue something within the STEM field. And now I'm just happy that I finally decided that I'll go under technology. Yes, because I decided to study computer science. Yes, and I've always found the STEM field to be so interesting to me. Yes.
wow, wow, that's so interesting, guys. So remember, guys, when we're discussing this topic and we are talking to Suwilanji, she got 6 points, guys. Her future is as bright as they come. Professionally, I'm an engineer by profession. I know what I'm talking about. I know what Sue has, and I know what it means to encourage girls to pursue science and technology at their early age. And that's why we are here to encourage parents, to encourage young ones. It doesn't mean just because you're not an engineer, just because you're not a doctor, just because you're not a scientist or a technologist, it doesn't mean that you cannot encourage those people around you. And guys, on this platform, we have interviewed several engineers. If you check on this platform, also on Girls for STEM YouTube, you will find so many engineers, doctors, technologists, scientists that we've been speaking to dig deeper inside their life. Today we are with Suwilanji. So Suwilanji, here's the next question.
Yes.
What information science learning experiences do you remember as a child? Because most people are wondering, how do somebody come and get 6 points at your level? And so we're trying to understand what information science learning lessons that you remember as a child when you were growing up. Could you share with my viewers?
Okay. As a child, I took part in JETS and the clubs that I joined as well. I also had I was in different friend groups and support groups that we talked about these things very often. Yes.
So when you were, do you remember how old you were that time when you were thinking about science, do you remember how old you were?
I was about 10.
About 10 years old.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. That means she's 10. She's thinking about that means she may have started thinking about it maybe when she was about 5 years or so. Guys, again, if you're just coming in here, this is Girls for STEM USA Inc. And we are talking to Suwilanji. Suwilanji is a young girl from Zambia who just scooped 6 points. And guys, we're trying to dive deeper into her life to see exactly what was going on. How did she make it to start pursuing STEM? How did she get 6 points? Make sure, guys, you share with people so that they can listen to how we are talking to Suwilanji. So, Suwilanji, I'll still take you back to when you were about 5 years or somewhere there. But before we touch there, Suwilanji, so you said you got 6 points at grade 12. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, so I'll take you back when you're about 5 years old. I have this question. When did you know you were interested in STEM, and how did you know that? Because it's not, people are asking, parents are asking, other people are asking, how did you know? How did you feel like, there's that feeling like you are going
Yeah.
towards this. So, how did you know you were interested in STEM, and how did you know that?
I found myself being too involved in mathematics. Like, I found math uh, so interesting, it used to be something that, I just want to solve this. I just want to play with these numbers most of the time. And science also, I am interested. Yes, at the time I was so interested, and I used to ask my teachers questions, and that's when I knew that, okay, I feel this is for me. Yes, it wasn't something that bored me, let me say.
Wow.
Yes,
So
yes.
it was interesting. So were there many girls and boys at that time?
Were there many girls and boys?
Yeah, no, were there many girls in your classes in your during that time? Were there many girls or many boys, or it was just a normal class that time when you were interested in math? What I'm trying to say is, were there other girls around you who were thinking like in the same line like you
Yes, there were a few other girls.
in your class?
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. That's interesting. Guys, again, we are talking to Suwilanji. We are talking to Suwilanji. Suwilanji is a young girl just who completed grade 12 and she got 6 points, guys. It's encouraging to dive deeper into her life. If you're just coming, make sure you also watch the beginning of the questions where we are asking our questions. So, what specific events increased or decreased your interest in STEM? What specific interest? And before you answer that question, because I know sometimes where schools where we go to, sometimes they don't have such kind of activities or interest, but I just want to see, your life, how it was. So what specific
Yes.
events increased or decreased your STEM interest?
Okay. Sometimes, I used to occur some like I used to face some problems. Like, sometimes whenever I come across a certain thing and I fail to get the hang of it right there and then, sometimes I'll get discouraged and think it's not for me. When all I had to do was try a bit harder, because it's not everything that I used to get like at the word go. Yes, I had just had to push myself. So sometimes that used to discourage me on pursuing STEM. Like, oh my gosh, is this for me? I'm just a girl. I don't know how I'll handle this. Because some situations were tough to solve, like even within school. But
Yes.
at a point, I went to a girls' school. So, like, we used to encourage each other. Yes, we would encourage each other, study together, consult with teachers. And then that also kept me going.
Wow.
Yes.
So I like when you talk about consulting with each other, talking to teachers. I like the fact that you were also proactive in trying to understand things. And remember, whenever most people, they are so scared to ask questions And what I want to make sure I share with our viewers and mothers who are watching out there, we have to encourage our kids to be not to feel shy. I remember very well, guys, when you go to invest, for example, I went to do my engineering course here in the United States, and it's very difficult. You are African American person, and you are in a class where you're not so comfortable, and there are hard things that you want to ask, and you are so scared and you are ashamed. But one thing I found out, Suwilanji, is when I'm asking a question, I'm asking a question, right? And I thought I'm the only person who don't understand this question. And I ask it. And guess what? Everybody starts writing. I'm like, that's my question. Why is everybody writing? I asked the question. Nobody wanted to ask the question. So what I'm trying to say is we don't have to feel scared or feel embarrassed or feel like, she doesn't know. Look, she doesn't know. No, I really understood that at a very, very early in my time, in my career, that it doesn't matter whether I know something, I don't know it. I really, really just asked. And every time I asked, everybody wanted to join writing my question that I asked. I'm like, why are you speaking in my question? Oh my God, Sue. Thank you so much for that question. The next question, Sue, is what science activities did you try out with your family outside school? Did you do any family activities or science, or did your parents? Okay, let me phrase this. Let's put these questions into two separate questions. Let's start with this one. Did your parents talk about STEM or anything to do with science and technology, engineering and mathematics when you were eating at the table? Or maybe
they did.
Other circumstances? Did you guys talk about STEM?
Yes, we did.
You did. Well, that's a good question. Now, did you do any science activities outside school? And guys, the reason we are asking these questions because we want to dive deeper into Suwi's life and see, guys, she got 6 points. I'm so happy for her. I'm just so excited. So did you do any science activities with your parents outside school?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Do you remember any that kind of activities, or maybe where you went with mom and dad?
We usually did projects. They helped me out with school projects.
Oh my God, that's so interesting. See, so parents, we really need to help our kids. We really need to help our kids to, help them participate in their projects, help them understand what it means, because you never know how far that it's gonna go. Next question, Suwilanji. Oh my God, I have so many questions, Suwilanji. It's amazing because I'm just so excited. And guys, you can't see Suwi because where she is, electricity, there's no electricity, not in her house, but in the area where she is, they have electricity issues because of the poles, what happens, and she's bouncing from Zambia. So we wish we could see her, but definitely very soon, guys, we'll be able to see Suwilanji. So the next question is this: who typically joined you in these activities? Okay, you already answered that question. Your parents, maybe your siblings, did they participate in some of the activities when you guys had some of these activities?
They did.
Wow, interesting. Okay, the next question is this: can you think of any ways these activities led you for you to be in STEM today?
Yes, I can.
Yes, could you share with viewers?
I feel like it's important for us to also be exposed to the practical part of STEM and not only the theory. So I feel like when I was doing these experiments, these practicals, it was helping me in my STEM. Like I was seeing like, okay, this is interesting. So this is how this works. I was being more exposed. Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's really, really interesting. Thank you so much for that answer. The next question is, let's see. I know you may have answered this question, but we want to maybe hear it more. When did science conversation most often come up with your family? When did they come up about STEM? At what time, for example? when during those conversations, when did those conversations come up? When did STEM come up?
STEM would come up at different times when they're asking me about my career, what do I want to be when I grow up. When they're maybe looking through my report forms at different times, STEM would really come up. When they're helping me out with school, yes.
So when you start those conversations, how were they like? And we want to dive deeper into see, how Sue's life, before she decides to do these sciences. So, can you, what were those conversations like mostly when you start discussing about STEM related? How were the conversation?
Okay, they were mostly trying to find out what I want in specific, the areas that I'm interested in. They used to give me advice as well.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Wow. And what kind of advice was it?
They used to tell me like for school, like okay, if I tell them about like okay, if I needed help with something, if I needed help with something, they would tell me not to give up, or how to go through, how to study in a certain topic, what to do, the pointers. Yes, basically that.
Wow, wow. Guys, if you have any question for Suwilanji, feel free to write it down. She's going to answer for us. If you have any question if you are a parent or you are a student, please feel free to ask any question. It's going to appear on the screen and she will be able to answer for us. So, Suwi, oh my gosh, this is really interesting. So, guys, you see how when we're digging deeper and deeper, like eating an apple part by part. We are trying to understand Sue's life concerning science and STEM and how she managed to get into these good results. We're trying to see how her parents brought her up. How's her attitude? How is she getting interested in the subject of STEM? And that's why we are, guys. We are just chewing a pie little by bit. And I have some very good questions I'm asking her here. If you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at the questions that I have for Suya. So thank you so much for sharing with us, going into details about how you got into STEM. So my other
Okay.
question is, so are there any individuals to whom you attribute your decision to pursue STEM? Who would you say really played a big role in encouraging you to pursue science and technology, engineering, and mathematics?
My family.
Your family. Wow.
Yeah.
Guys,
they they're a big support system.
yes.
Yes, my family is a big support system for me, because most of the times they wouldn't discourage me when I talk about these things. They would actually encourage me. They tell me it's for me. They tell me to follow my dreams. They tell me I'm a hard worker. I can go after it. It's the encouragement, because at some level, it's easy for people to feel discouraged with just a simple word someone close to them says. But for my family, they've been encouraging me, saying that I can do it. I can go far with STEM.
My God. So your future is so bright you don't even know, because it shows how much you can comprehend with your environment where you are. And when you talk about the encouragement that you received from your parents, I want to just discuss that a little bit deeper for my case. And guys, I
Yeah.
want to show you the t-shirt that I'm wearing. This t-shirt, my son made this t-shirt for me. Let me show you guys. I hope you can read. He made it for me. That's me, and he said, what does it say? It says, "Whoa, world inspiring engineer." My son created t-shirt for me. I'm bragging about my t-shirt,
It's a
but
lovely shirt.
oh, thank you so much, Sue. I love the shirt too, and today I'm wearing it just to because this is an engineering week. This week, it's encourage engineering STEM to a girl. So guys, make sure you encourage someone to pursue science and technology. We are here on this platform to encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We are here to showcase other role models that are pursuing STEM. We are here to also showcase those that are aspiring to be in STEM, because it's really hard. There are few women pursuing science and technology, engineering and mathematics, and that's where I am very pro in encouraging girls to pursue science and technology. We are not saying boys can't do science. Mostly this career has been for boys for the longest time, but we are trying to make sure we can increase the number of girls pursuing science and technology. So guys, I just want to point out on what Sue was talking about. Sue was talking about how the parents were pointing out to him that, you know, she can do it. And guys, remember, when kids are growing, they're like a sponge. They are getting information. So don't tell me they are dumb or they can't do anything. That's not true. That's why on this platform, we're trying to encourage girls to pursue science and technology when they're still young, because that's when you put the seed. That's when you encourage them. So guys, talking about encouragement, a lot of engineers we spoke to on this platform and also on Girls for STEM YouTube. Make sure you go on YouTube, Girls for STEM USA, and go and watch a lot of engineers and scientists. Most of them, they were told by a neighbor, by their parents, by their uncle, just listening that you can do it. I'll give you an example for my case. One of my friends, actually, I was a little bit, I went to do my engineering, guys, at my late stage. That's when I did my engineering. But there is one of my friends who said something to me I didn't know. That friend said, "You were very good at math." I said, "Me?" She said, "Yes. You used to have all the 78. By that time in Zambia, getting 78 was above. Most of them for 50, 60, that was some kind of a passing mark. So somebody said, you were very good at math." I said, "Me?" She said, "Yes." I said, why are you saying that?" So she explained, guys, that propelled me like a rocket. I didn't understand myself until somebody told me. And then I said, wait a minute, I was good. Let me try if I was good. So guys, I went and sat for prerequisite. Guess what? I passed calculus. I said, what? I didn't know. So guys, that's why we need to speak it, to tell our kids, to tell our neighbors' kids, to tell our nieces, to tell anybody around, tell them how good they are, regardless of what they're doing. Explain to them. So thank you so much, Suwilanji, for telling us that your parents encouraged you, that you can do this, that there's nothing difficult for you. You can do this. And guys, I'm talking from experience. It's really, really, really important to encourage these kids. Let them hear it, because even God says faith comes by what? By hearing the word of God. So by hearing, it propels something in your brain. It propels it like a rocket. It energizes you to move to the next level. So that's what we're talking about. Oh my God, Sue, I'm just so proud of you guys. If you're just coming in again, we are talking to Sue. Sue just graduated high school, and she'll be preparing to go to the next level, university, whatever she's going to do, guys. We're just here to support her and to encourage other kids that they can do it. So I still have another question. So I was saying, okay, the other question is, when you were a kid, did you think your family thought you could be a scientist someday? How do you know that? Oh, we lost Sue, guys. We lost Sue. She's going to come back, but let's wait for a minute. Guys, we are just talking to Suwilanji Mugode. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name very well. She is just a brilliant, brilliant girl. She is aspiring to be a scientist. When I say a scientist, she can be a scientist, she can be a technologist, she can be an engineer, whatever she wants to be. She scooped 6 points, guys, at grade 12. And we dive deeper into her life to find out exactly how did she get to this place where she is. One thing I know, I can tell you, her career has just started off. She got 6 points, way to go. And we are trying to find out how did she get to 6 points. So guys, if you have questions, sure, let's share those questions so we can see if you have any questions. Let's see if there are any questions, guys. Let's see here what people are saying. Eunice is like, oh, I really wanted to find out this live video, but our network tonight is something else. Oh, sorry, Eunice, about that. So let me just keep responding to your questions, guys. You are doing a great job, Mom. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Alex. I really do appreciate. Let's see the comments here. I'm just reading comments while we are waiting for Sue to come in. Let's see, Pauline. Pauline says, how was the attitude of girls towards STEM, especially at classroom and school level? Let me discuss that with that. Most girls, actually, we'll still keep this question for Sue. Most girls, they are told about math and science from when they are young, and also the attitude they get from the classrooms that they are not welcome, they are not made for that, they are not part of it. So that attitude sends a lot of signals to most girls, and they don't like math at all. And I saw these guys even at the university level when I was doing my engineering. I saw boys' attitude that, you know what, you are not cut for this. You are here, but you're not cut for this. And oh, she's here, guys. I'm gonna bring her up. Boys, men, you could tell with their attitude telling me that you're not cut for this and you are going to be kicked out. Just their gestures, and because there are times when you are grouped into groups, they say, oh, choose your groups, you're going to carry out experiments. You could see how the guy's attitude showing like you're not cut for this. But you know what? I'm like, I'm cut for this, so let's do this. And I'll join the group, and you'll see my contributions, and we'll see when the exam comes, we'll see who's talking. So yeah, you're going to face those challenges, but you have to know who you are. Let's bring Sue up again. She has a question to answer, guys. Hi, Sue, welcome. We waited for you, Sue. We're like, we're gonna wait for her even if it goes 4 days. So Sue, there's a question on the screen. Can you see the question?
How's the attitude of girls towards STEM, especially at classroom and school level?
Yes, that's your question. Pauline is asking.
Okay. So it wasn't everyone with a very positive attitude, to be honest. But I just had to pick out what I wanted for myself. Because it's all lies in your choices. Not everyone was very positive about this STEM thing. Yes, not everyone was positive about it. At a point, we all faced some difficulties in my class at some point. I'm not going to lie. But with curiosity, with drive, we pushed through. Yes, we pushed through. At some point, like when STEM was just beginning, it was very difficult because some things were new to us. When things are new, like sometimes it can be very scary, to be honest. But yes, we just had to push through. I learned to associate myself more with people who wanted to continue and not with people who were like always complaining or like saying, I want to stop this, I want to stop that. So yes.
I love your tenacity. I love your determination. I love how you are pushing through. And girl, that's the route. I've been through it. I've been through worse things. Being an engineer in a male field dominated, it's brutal. It's not easy, but men nowadays are learning that we coexist, and we also are here to promote, to promote our interest in this field. And also, we need women to be sitting on the table to participate in creating these products that they make not only for men, not only for women. And guys, Suwilanji says she's interested in computer science. And computer science, since you're interested in computer science, Suwilanji, I just want to pose this question to you. I just want to share this with you. It's not really a question. In programming
Okay.
things that provide services to us, a lot of, for example, AI, it's artificial intelligence. And when they are programming
Yeah.
some of these programs, that also affects women. There is biasness in what they are programming in this artificial intelligence. And if we participate on the table, if we sit on the table to be part of the programming of these artificial intelligence services that will benefit both men and women, that means we can change things. If you are programming with a guy and you have been put in charge to program something, then you'll be like, no. You're not including XY coordinate, or you're not including B, because it affects this group of people, right? So
Yes.
I just put this code because it affects women. How are women going to participate? Now, imagine you are not there. We are not on the table where they are programming programs that affects us, women. That means we miss out. That's why in every product that they are making, in vehicles that they are creating, in artificial intelligence that they are creating, if they are women participating in those programs, there will be less biasness in the programs, and also the
I,
services that will be offered to humankind. Do you agree with me, Sue?
I do agree.
100%, 100%. Wow. So, guys, if you have any questions for Sue, let me know. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions. I'm looking here to make sure that we are interviewing Sue and we are getting as much information from her. Guys, we are so excited to have Sue. And, guys, we are going to be calling Sue so we see her space, how she's doing. And remember, Sue here, this is a platform where there are engineers, doctors, technologists, scientists, and all parents, all kids, and everyone. Why is this platform for everyone? Because you are going to have kids. Those kids you're having, your nephews, your neighbors, they need to listen and know that there are these careers, and they are not only cut for people, for certain people. These careers are cut for people like us, for anyone, guys. It's not only for a few people. So, guys, we have asked so many questions, Sue, and we have taken, how many minutes have we done so far? We have like 40 minutes, and that's a lot. And I promised Sue we're only gonna do 15 minutes, right, Sue? And we went to 40, but it was
Yes.
interesting, right? So much, guys. There are so many engineers and scientists we talk to here on this platform. But Sue, I want to give you the last 2 minutes. I want you to say something to people who are watching here on this platform, parents who are watching on this platform, students who are watching on this platform. What can you advise them? How can you summarize, how did you do it to get to this place where you are? Because your future is really bright.
Okay. For the students who are watching, I just want to say that one of the best ways in which you can love yourself is when you're disciplined. If you want to achieve something, you just have to be disciplined. You just tell yourself that I have to do this. Be disciplined. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to chase your dreams, because you can do this. You have to do this for yourself. You have to do this for the people around you. And yes, and for the parents that are out there, please remember to motivate your children, to help them whenever, because most of the times a child won't come to you to be like, no, this is that. So please remember to talk to your children, ask them what's difficult, encourage them, because sometimes they feel like, if I tell my parent that I'm struggling with this, what will they think? So sometimes it's important for parents to encourage their children, ask them what goes on in their life. Yes.
Wow. That's a very good encouragement. Thank you so much. And if there are parents watching here, I just want to tell you guys, on this platform, we are here to learn. We are not here to brag, but to encourage you and your kids, that you can also encourage your kids to pursue this career. Why? This career changes people's lives, those around you and those that are just part of the services that those technologists and engineers are going to actually produce. So it's a very good career, and do not discourage your kids, even your neighbor, even just a kid passing in the streets. Please encourage them to pursue science and technology. And guys, this is a proven science. And I always say this, I managed to encourage my son to pursue STEM. At first, my son wanted to do another career, but I encouraged him to pursue science and technology. Today, he's in 4th year doing mechanical engineering. And guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your participation in this discussion. And we are going to be discussing this and getting more and more. Suwilanji, thank you so much for coming, for taking your time. I really do appreciate. I know it's not easy to come and talk here in public, but guess what engineers do, Suwilanji, if you didn't know?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, engineers, they talk, they share their knowledge, and they are constantly sharing their knowledge. They work as a team. So it's very good for you to be talking. As you go to the university, you're going to learn this a lot. That the more, if you're an engineer and if you can articulate well, if you can talk, you'll be a bullet. I really do appreciate, and thank you so much for joining us, Suwilanji.
Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful.
Oh, thank you so much, Suwilanji. Oh my God, guys, that was Suwilanji. And she just scooped 6 points at grade 12. And now her career is going like a rocket in the sky. And those watching us from wherever you are watching us, thank you so much, guys. Make sure you support Girls for STEM Inc. USA. We are here to encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We are here to showcase other role models that are pursuing STEM. We are here to showcase those that are aspiring to become scientists. And we are also here to ensure that those that are aspiring or those that are already in STEM, we can expose them to different endeavors and technology. Remember, in the next decade, everything is going to be technology. Everything is going to be part of technology. There is nothing that's going to be left. And that's why you need your kids to be part of STEM. Thank you so much, guys, and ciao, ciao. Love you so much. Bye.